Welcome back to my channel. And first, drop the tacos into your mouth, by the way. And get away from the car. Because Brie, you as our Chicksplainer and your cousin down in Australia are really showcasing aggressive driving. And that little commercial you see playing in the background, and I'm going to replay it here, that is a problem. It showcases her doing burnouts, drifting around corners, excessive speeding, and changing lanes without signaling. Ah, sounds familiar, doesn't it? Sounds like your typical road rager. On this episode of Truckin' It, I'm going to explain what Nissan should have done instead. Stay tuned. So welcome back. And let me close out of this browser here and get something much nicer up on the screen. So Windows Explorer, G Drive, Google Drive, Google Photos, 2020, Arena Practice 3.2. Now if it's not showing up there, maybe it's under my Edits tab. We could show something nice from here. And then go into the slideshow mode. All right. So, yeah, some of my practice shots from my some of the road trips I've done in the past month or two. These look much better than Brie Larson on the Nissan commercial. And I want to talk with y'all about that because, quite frankly, I really dislike how Nissan did this. As a professional driver and knowing how to do this kind of stuff, it makes me sad that Nissan is willing to do such advertising for their product. And I'm not ashamed that I unfortunately, and by the way, there's a couple shots of my Toyota Tundra. Toyota, if you want to talk with me about that, you can feel free to message me afterwards because I really love that much more than anything Nissan builds. Full disclosure. Anyways, I want to say this. Road rage is an epidemic. Yeah, social distancing. Keep your distance. Because tailgating, doing burnouts on corners, changing lanes without signaling, excessive speeding, and acting stupid are all symptoms of road rage. And Nissan, you really need to make a statement on that. Maybe have Brie come out and apologize during her next explanation or Chicksplanation, because you are the problem. In fact, let me go back to that picture of the Tundra here. I'm going to use my truck as an example once I can get back to it. And while I'm waiting on that pickup to come up along with some awesome pictures, there's one shot, but I want the side view. Okay. There we go. That's my pickup right there. I really love it. And I am concerned because there's a lot of people just not hating the advice of officials right now. There's a lot of people that are supposedly refusing to compromise. Well, when I picked out this pickup, I refused to compromise. And in the end, unlike Brie, I am very, very happy with my decision. Brie looks all upset in that commercial, and she's yelling, and she's giving commands, and this is the kind of stuff that really I don't like to see in a commercial. So, what are we going to do about aggressive driving? Well, I've got some tips to share with you on that. First, you really need to calm down. Don't be driving while you're emotional or upset or crazy like she is, because she's acting like a true blonde bleep. And yeah, I said bleep instead of the cuss word. Second, I want to say this, that doing stuff like what is featured in Nissan's commercial can get you arrested, can get you fined, can get you ticketed, especially during an epidemic or a pandemic like this one that's going on. Because now they're going to look for aggressive driving along with that out-of-state license plate, and they're going to pull you over and give you a 14-day quarantine order. At least here in Texas and also over in Florida. And there are specific states they're looking for. Other states are starting to follow the same practice too, because we know our hotspots and we're trying to keep their people from coming in. California already does a border check, and now they're doing quarantine forms along with. Just saying. Because there's too many people getting sick, and there's too many people who are being stupid. And speaking of quarantine, I'm going to be at home for a couple days because one of my coworkers got exposed to the virus, while another one got exposed to a sinus infection. And both of them were in my truck at one point or another. In my semi, that is. So, I got to stay home a couple days. I got to check myself for fever and do the whole 9 yards on this. And just stay in town. And that being said, I think I'm going to be okay because my allergies have been really severe the last couple days too. And I think that's more of my issue than anything that's going around right now. And I am okay as of this moment. I pray for anyone who is riding with me over the last couple days that you do not get sick, and if you do, that it is not anything that I can come down with. And I also pray that we can get over this road rage habit while we're at it. Use this quarantine time to self-reflect. Keep a journal. Write stuff down. Take some pictures with that new camera you got for Christmas. Or any other time of year. I'm recording this on my 77D here at home. And I really like this and my M50 and my Olympus cameras as vlogging cameras. But the Olympus cameras are also used more for professional purposes for shooting rodeo. And And by the way, one more thing that's going to get me through my quarantine that you should have had long ago or maybe should get started on, to be quite honest with you. That something is an emergency fund. I already had one and still do. And I want to say, if you don't have one, and you've got a couple checks like that so-called stimulus check that might be coming out, please, I beg you to start one. All you need is $1,000. You can use the other $200 from that stimulus for whatever discretionary spending you do when it does come. And you need a plan. That's it. That's baby step 1 on the Dave Ramsey debt snowball. And I've been thankful for that for the last couple days. If you want to learn more about the baby steps, I'll put a link to Dave Ramsey's website down in the description below. And if you want to learn more about the Briessan commercial, as I'll call it, with the Chicksplainer Brie Larson, I'll also put a link up to Nissan's YouTube channel where you can leave a comment on that video and where you can help educate them about the importance of not driving aggressively. Keep that social distance on the highway as well as at home. There. Done. Until next time, let's keep that social distance and let's make your best trip your next trip. Keep learning, keep thinking, keep driving safely, and if you are sick or have been exposed to the new cold that's going around, please stay home like I'm doing right now. I'll catch y'all later, and you take care of yourselves. See you on the next episode.